Hello, welcome to all you cool kids out there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net. And today, as the title says, I am working with some lace and also some fabric scraps. These are about, sorry, my light was a little bit too bright. These are about half an inch, I would say, almost about, some are a little bit up to an inch, but most of them I try to get them half-inch strips of fabric and just different lace pieces. Some of my lace is really wide, so I cut them down to strips. Now, the project today that we're doing is inspired by this photo here, which you could see on camera. And it's basically lace on top of strips. And I was like, duh, like, why didn't I think of this, right? So that's what we're going to be doing today. You can follow me on Pinterest. I have a board called Sewing Inspo, like inspiration. So that I'm pinning my projects there of like possible things I might want to do in the future. So this is what we're going to be trying to do today, something like this. Of course, I don't have that exact fabric. And I don't have that exact lace. So it just looks like they joined these two together. I don't know if they glued them. I didn't actually go to the website. I just looked at the oh, here's some more strips. That's cool. That works out. I just looked at the photo. So what I'm actually going to sew them. And I use my brother's Project Runway limited edition CE1125PRW. I always like to mention that. Hi to Jane and hello Kat. How are you, girl? Welcome everybody. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be joining these lace pieces with these scraps of fabric. So let's get to it. We're going to have a little bit of fun here. Let's join these two together and get everything out the way so I can get to my sewing machine, sis. Let's see what is keeping my cord likes to wrap itself around my table. Okay. So here you get to see in deep with my sewing machine here. And basically I have this like crazy magenta thread still in my sewing machine. That's fine. So I want to put the fabric on top of the lace and have the lace peeking in underneath. Let's see how easy or hard this is going to be. I think I'm going to use a zigzag stitch. And I'm going to make it just a little bit, 1 point higher than default on the length. We're going to leave the width as it is. And we're going to have to be careful. I want to be careful just because I can't sew that fast because I have to keep aligning them. So I don't want to go too fast. So here we go. The lace pieces that I'm using are 1 inch wide. And the piece of fabric should be about 1/2 inch. That way they overlap and you have a nice size of overlap so that you can sew them together. And you don't want to pull because that creates kind of tension and that doesn't look good. Okay, so let me show you so far what we've done. My bobbin is white. so don't mind it. So you could barely see the stitching. It is purple, so just stand out a little bit, but doesn't that look nice? Something to do, make your strips pretty here. These would make nice borders for pockets or also even belly bands. That would look really nice. So now I can keep going here. And I can just put a different piece of lace next. Kind of Frankenstein it a little bit. And we'll do the same thing with the fabric. It could be on top, I guess. It's fine. It's not going to blend in exactly. Oh. I had to move it. Of course I had to move it. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. So that's a good mix right there. Good continuation. And then you should see it over here. It still looks pretty good. That looks lovely. I love it. Okay, so now we need both lace and new fabric. Okay. There's this nice pink lace right here that I like. Again, this is really wide lace that I pretty much cut down to, to a strip. Now that I have my new rotary cutter, the world has opened up. The world has opened up for me. Okay. Let's go. Slowly so I can hold it down. Okay. Now that those are joined, I can go a little bit faster. Okay. So I need more lace. Here's this nice, like, purpley pink kind of lace. It's not, I actually thought it would be hard. Well, I didn't think it was hard. That's why I tried it. It's not really the hardest. It's just like keeping little things in place. Maybe I'll use a pencil here. And then once you get it in place, then you just put this down and you're good, because then it won't move. Okay, here we go. But look how pretty it looks. And it switches over to that lace, over to this piece. But it looks like one continuous piece. I love it. Yeah, definitely. Once you get it down. And you know what? I had practice because of the paper. All those paper ribbons I've been making. I've been getting a lot of practice. I am not going to lie. But like I said, you have these two pieces here. You laid down this strip halfway. And then look, you could even get a pencil here to help you, because that's actually helping me right now. And you just carry on here. Then once you're about to switch over, once you're out of lace, you can grab yourself another piece. Use this one. And again, you could use a pencil to lay it in place. Kind of at the same length. That's what I try and concentrate, at the same length. Well, this one's got to be a little bit inside because it's a little bit smaller. That's okay. And then close it, and it's not going to move there, while you kind of put the rest of it in place here. And then you can sew. And then I kind of hold it down. I don't pull on it. I just hold it down. And then I also try and make sure that this fabric always hits the same place on the lace, so that it comes out kind of even. So now we stop. So now we're out of fabric. So now we need to add some more fabric. But look at this, you guys. Let me show you guys before I continue what this here is looking like. It's a little hard to show, but it is nice and joined together. Again, I try and keep it all at the lace. That's two different laces there, and I try and keep them at the same length. Sorry about my nails. I haven't bothered to fix them or go to Walmart. My bad. Okay, so here's this. Here's another part where they join. And you just keep adding it. And again, this will make beautiful belly bands or borders for your pockets or borders for your pages. I am loving it. So I'm going to make a nice big roll for myself. I at least use up everything that I just made, because I wasn't sure if this was going to turn out good. But you know what? This is super cute. It's not exactly like the photo. Let me show you. See the photo? It's not exactly like it. It doesn't look like they even it looks like they glued it. It doesn't look like they sewed it. But this is kind of my take on it. I don't have that kind of lace. And I thought it would be hard. Maybe I could have done it a little bit wider and then had I could have done that, I guess, if I had made the lace a little bit wider and then made my fabric a little bit thinner. But I think I still like this anyways, so let's keep going. So again, I have my fabric, and I am going to place it at the same start place over here anyways. Same start. Doesn't matter if they're different lengths or widths, I mean. Okay, here we go. Making sure everything's okay. Okay. The sewing gives it a little something something, I think. It does look really cute. Especially in this color. I'm really loving this magenta color. Okay, so now we're out of lace. Out of laces. Let's use another one of these. Okay. Yep. Yep. I am loving it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Picking up my fabric piece, and I'm kind of taking off all the little all the threads that drive me crazy because it makes it hard to sew. But if I sit here and do this all day, I'll unravel the whole thing. Just like that. Again, the lace is cut to 1 inch width, and the strips of fabric are 1/2 inch. So when they are all together, it's about 1.25 inches wide. So they do quite a bit of overlapping, as you can see right here. There's quite a bit of overlapping. You can't even see the white bobbin I used underneath. But yeah. So now I need more lace. Here's this pretty thing. Maybe, hopefully this won't be hard to sew, but I don't know. I really don't know. Move them into place. Okay, about 1/2 inch before I finish right there. Let me get a drink and some chapstick because I need some. Oh, here's that wide blue lace I have. And I can't, and this is more of a teal. Well, not really. Yeah, it's like a turquoise in person. It looks more blue on camera. It's a little bit more turquoise color. And so I cut this into inch strips with my rotary cutter. I could use these as like belly bands in my junk journal, maybe as pockets, but they're a little too loose when you use them as pockets. So I decided to cut them down to use them as strips instead, because otherwise I won't be able to use them. And I have a lot of lace like that, so I wanted to make sure and cut those down so that I can use them in different ways. Okay, so here we go. Let's use, okay, there's this lace that was also pretty wide. I cut down. So here we go. Let's join those. And then we need more fabric. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. This is a fun project, right? Elizabeth. Can't wait to get him to try this because this is fun, girls. This is so much fun. I've been having fun doing all these like kind of rolls. I can't wait till I actually have a journal to work on and make pockets. I'm going to decorate all these pockets. Again, these are different length fabrics over here that I'm using, but it's okay. I make sure to align it with this part. Sorry, this part right here. Not this part out here. This part right here. Make sure that's the same. Here we go. Okay. So now I need more lace. Lace. Now I mixed up my lace and my fabrics. Great. And when I do the lace, I make sure I line up with this edge right here. So it doesn't matter if they're different lengths, different widths, I line them up with this side right here. And you can overlap it right here, that's totally fine, overlap. And then once it's there, you can position the rest of it in place. It might be easier for you because you don't have a camera in your face. Oops, I went a little too far. But so far, hopefully it is. It's really not that hard. I didn't even practice this before I went live doing it. So I'm sure you can figure it out. I'm sure you could do it. The stitch is not very wide. It could be a little bit wider if you wanted it to. But I like it going this way. Again, it's got all this different kind of lace, but it meshes very, very well together. Again, you could do this with color theme. You could even go back and kind of stitch these up a little bit better, like right there, just like a little line stitch, so it doesn't flap around like that. If you are a stickler for that, which you know I am, I'm probably going to go back and do it again, fix it correctly. So again, this is going very, very well. Use up all your scraps of fabric, and maybe this is a good use for those wide pieces of lace you don't know what to do with, because that happens to me all the time too. Okay, so I got more of this white lace. Use it again. Ideally you would overlap them, but sometimes, like right here, I didn't really give myself enough space to overlap it. I did masculine stuff this morning. I have 2 journals to decorate for boys' graduation. That sounds awesome, Aunt Sandra. And I forgot to mention, you guys, I did post new printables in the shop last night. I stayed up really, really late because I was really inspired to make a bunch of bee-themed printables. And these are black and white. So this is on, that's the black and white. This is on craft cardstock. So it looks a little bit different when it's on craft cardstock than when it's on regular white cardstock. So it just looks a teeny bit different. And so again, this is all bee themed, honey themed. And this is just the beginning of the theme of this that I'm going to be releasing. This is also by Cat. This is also bee-themed journal pages. Also black and white. So you can print them out on different colored paper and you'll get a different effect. You can print them out on coffee dyed paper to make it look a little bit more vintage. They are super cute. Bee-themed printables. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. So, we are going to be adding this lace here. So again, ideally you would overlap the laces, but sometimes, like right here, I didn't give myself enough space, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so now we get a piece of fabric. You know which one I haven't used is the polka dot. Polka dot. Okay, so let's get out. This one's a little bit thinner than the last fabric again. It's okay. I'm just lining up with the inside of it. If you find it a little bit hard to get the fabric in there, you could just use a pencil to kind of flatten out the other piece of fabric. Oops. That would be impossible with my finger, that's for sure. Okay. Ooh. I ended up not sewing that part somehow. I missed it. Okay, mistakes happen, but we can go back and fix them, I think. I think, yeah, we should. Should be okay. Okay. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. Welcome to the party. Here's a strip of this pink lace. Again, using a pencil. That was a great idea, Daisy. Oh my god. I'm so smart. Okay, hold on to it. Okay, I was pulling on it like I could pull on it, and I guess I can't. Taking off some of these threads here because they get everywhere. Okay. So don't pull on it. Again, the lace is about 1 inch and the fabric is about 1/2 inch. Together, they're about 1 1/4 inch, I think I said. But a little bit over 1 inch. Okay. I'll just get these threads off of here because they bother me. Oh my goodness. A long upholstery needle, a straight one. Huh. Okay. So once there's a little bit left of each one, I am going in. This lace is a little bit thinner. That's okay. Can still be joined together. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, so it's never really out. And you know what? That one's a little bit too thin. You know what? I'm not dealing with that today. Let's go with something the right size here. Okay. So that is there. Trying to get it underneath the fabric up there. Okay. Nope. Definitely a delicate process, you guys. Okay. Okay, I've struggled enough. Let's work. Okay, now we switch fabrics. It is. I could see how I could hurt myself. Whoa, trash people. Okay, so I'm talking about the trash people outside, which I believe I hear, which I don't know why they're here, but okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Just one down here. Again, ideally you were overlap, but I keep forgetting. Don't pull. So right here, now that I have time to overlap, I should get some more fabric. This is fine. This is really not taking that long, and I have more. I have a lot of it already. Nice pile here. Let's keep going, though. I still have another half hour here. This is really fun, actually. It's 90. Okay. It's like 40% frustrating and 60% fun. I'm just kidding. But I am going to love the overall look, I think. Yeah, I don't have a barbecue skewer, though. So I got a pencil. I got a pokey thing like this, but it would literally poke me. So I figured a pencil would be a little bit safer right now. And don't come for me for my nails. I know I'm a mess. I know I'm a mess. I have to go to the store today and buy some stuff. So come for me tomorrow if I don't have them fixed. Okay, so now that I have some space right here, I want them to overlap. So let's get into this piece of fabric right here. I'm trying to like straighten out this little piece. It was a little scrunched up, like right there. Okay. So here we're gonna lay it down. I could just do it with my finger right there. And now with some space to overlap there, I am going to overlap. Again, I'm keeping this edge right. Wait, sorry, I didn't mean to point. I'm keeping this edge right here. I don't want to keep pointing at it with two fingers. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay. Don't pull it too much. Don't pull it too much. We do get it in place. Bye, Laura. Get this over here. Okay, so here. Again, I'm trying to take off all the threads off this piece of fabric here. Get a little picky, but it's just that they get in the way sometimes when you're sewing. So I just want to get rid of them as much as I can, as much as humanly possible. Okay. Oh, my bobbin was out. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, but that didn't join at all. But so far, so good, you guys. You can see here, it looks like one continuous piece. Hi, Liz. Welcome. It's okay. Still got another like almost 20 minutes here. I'm going to keep on going. But so far, this is what it looks like. And I got a big old pile now. Look at this. That's not bad for 30 minutes. So it can't be. You guys should definitely try this. It cannot be that hard. Trust me, I'm not no like advanced sewer or anything of the nature of the sort. But you know what? This is a lot of fun. And you guys know I like projects where you don't have to be perfect at it. Let me see if I even need to do this. I'm not changing my stitch or nothing. I'm kind of trying to stitch in between where I change fabrics. Maybe I can make it a little bit less floppy. Oh yeah, I don't have a bobbin. Okay, 1 second. Let me get a bobbin. Because I keep forgetting. 1 moment. Okay. I'm so silly sometimes. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm just trying to see if I can make this less floppy like this. You know what I mean? You could probably do this with book pages too, with lace and book pages. That'd be a good idea. I already love it. I already love that idea. Let me see if I can. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Sandra just came up with a good idea. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I even like this look right here. Why do I even like that? I don't know why, but I think I like it. It looks cute with that little like seam right there. Ooh, it got stuck. I got too happy. You know what happened is I think I need to start sewing on the fabric side. Yeah. Okay, let me do that again. Minus all this bunching. I guess that's together. I'm going to move on to the next, to the next one. Okay, hang on. You start sewing on the side of the fabric, I think. I think that's going to be our solution here. So I'm just sewing kind of where the laces intersect, where I changed laces. And I'm kind of sewing them together because I don't want them to flop around. And I don't know why, but I kind of like the little seam look. See, it doesn't flop around now. So I'm going to keep finding those pieces. It's going to be a lot of them. So I think this is going to be a really cute look here too. With these little seams here and there. I think would be adorable. This is a big old seam right here. Two big old pieces right here. But okay, let's do it. Ooh, you got a sewing machine for your craft room. That sounds like fun. See, just those little seams. Just trying to get them together. So right here, you definitely don't need to do this. It's very extra. Very extra. Instead of trying to hide the seams and not make it so obvious, let's make it obvious. Why not? That looks cute. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that kind of got messed up there. This might not... Okay, I'm not going to do it there. Because there's like a little mistake there. Let's see here. Definitely start sewing on the side where there's fabric. Definitely that. I learned that part the hard way. Again, you definitely don't have to do this. I kind of like the look of them being joined. Just every so often, you see how it makes just like a little box. It made them right there. Like just every so often, just make little joints. Make sure you keep the fabrics overlapped. And this freaking thread, this thread is so pretty. I don't mind seeing more of it. I freaking love it. Oh, I hope you do pink rose. I hope it turns out good for you. This, I'm rocking it over here. I'm rocking it. Just kidding. I'm working it over here. I'm working it. Working these scraps. Okay, so if you want to double your amount of work to do, you can do what I'm doing right now. Which which is doing just the most, living your best little scrapbooking junk journal life, and just doing the most, you know. If it's one thing I can do, it's over embellish. Over embellish little scraps of paper. That's what I can do correctly in life. Okay, so again, if you are going to do this part right here, which is sewing where, you know, where you joined the different pieces of fabric and the different pieces of lace, you want to start sewing on the fabric side, not on the lace side. Sometimes there's not enough like material on the lace for your sewing machine to hook onto, so it'll bunch up. But if you start sewing on the fabric side, it'll go a lot smoother for you. So that's a little tip of the day that I just learned a lot in the last 10 minutes. Get some water. So refreshing. I say water, but it's Gatorade. It's not really water. I'm lying to you. Okay, so let me get I think I missed a spot. Yeah, I did right here. Okay. It is hot, you guys. Oh my goodness. Whew. It's hot in here. Hey, you just take it step by step, or you just do whatever it is that you like to make, and you know, eventually you'll make a journal to put them all in. Don't worry about it. Everybody does their own steps first. I definitely enjoy making embellishments a lot more than. Well, I don't mind making the covers because making the covers is easy, but when it comes to like sewing in the signatures, I'm like, ugh. Like, this. That's the most stressful part. Making the covers can be, you know, whatever. But you can also buy junk journals that are already, you know, they're just blank and you just decorate them if that's not your thing. Or you could make a glue book, or you know, they have those altered books where you just like glue a bunch of book pages together in a book, and then you can just decorate them. That might be more your alley, where it's already made. You don't have to make the cover, you know. You could if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Okay, so I think I finished. So I got all, let me show you all that I made. It's a good 3 yards, I would say, of this, like, whatever this is. Franken fabric with lace roll that you can use as belly bands. You can use it as borders for your pages. You could also, what else could you do with this? I don't know, like make a dress out of it or something. I don't know. I know I'm going to use them for borders. I'm going to use them for pocket decoration. Belly bands. I'm going to start doing belly bands in my junk journals for sure. But let me finish because I want to use up all this stuff that I have on my table. So, I don't know. Let me just do a little bit more. Let me just do a little bit more. So here we are. Here we are with the thing we're making. Whatever. I don't have a name for this at all. Buy Pink Rose. I don't have a name for this, so I don't know what this is called. I didn't. Let me see if I see a name on here. It's from kiwicarol.blogspot.com. Or she just calls it a snippet roll. And then she put like different little things on it. So snippet rolls. So she just calls them snippet rolls on. Okay. Just want to know if she called them something because I've never seen this done. So, you know, people have their own little words for things, and I, want to let them know that I respect what they want to call it. I respect their choices. Okay, here we go. Curly ribbons. No, they're crazy paving ribbon. But this is not the same thing. Not exactly. Not exactly. This is a lot simpler for one. A lot simpler. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. Okay, here we go. I went off center. You can go back. It's okay. It's okay. And I didn't have the kind of lace that she had, but I have the kind of lace I have. And that's good enough for me, man. It's good enough for me. Oh, I love this fabric right here. It's so pretty. Right here. Okay. Make up a new name. Bingo. A new video. Okay. And then let me get my next piece of lace ready. Because that's coming up. Oops. And right here, there's some like lines on the lace. Maybe you can see it a little bit. That's what I try and align myself with. Make sure that the fabric is always there on that point on the lace. Okay, so now we need more lace. Okay. Okay. Yep, these are all bed sheets. They are all bed sheets. So you know I have a never-endless supply of fabric scraps that I'm trying to use up in just all different ways that I can, that I possibly can. I'm trying, you guys. I'm really trying it. Let me get a piece of lace underneath here. Get this underneath here first. So right here I ran out of both fabric and lace. So I'm putting down the lace first because that goes underneath the fabric. And then I need to get the fabric here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here again, I ran out of both. But look how cute that looks, that lace. Still working with the magenta thread. I could have changed it by now, but I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Sue me. I don't care. Okay. Again, let me start by putting down the lace first. Get a couple stitches in. Okay. Oh, we got a couple more I could do actually. Okay, so here I want to add this pink fabric. And again, we're going to overlap it a little bit. There we go. You should put some sheet fabric strips in your shop. I know. I need to do that because I have so much fabric scraps. Oh my god. I know. I should. I need to. Because they're such pretty fabrics too. They're the prettiest. Okay, so now we add more fabric. And you can use small pieces of fabric, but that might get old after a while. So I have pretty long strips of fabric. Some are shorter, but for the most part, they're not. Okay. There we go. Such a way to get your scraps to be more elegant. This is how you class up them scraps. Hi, River City. I am sweating. It is hot. Oh my gosh. Every summer I'm like, why do I live here? Go take a shower. That's what I need to do. I need to take a shower. Okay, here's. This one's not very long, but. Oh, wait, here's a longer one. Nope, nope, nope. They're all short. Okay, fine. Let's make it a little bit different than the last one. So your fabric scrap should line up with the little center line here that your needle goes through. I don't know what this is called. There's a little center line right here. That's where your fabric scrap lines up. This little line right here. Okay, you guys. I am going to sew up the little edges like I had been, and then that's it. That's all I got to show y'all today. But it has definitely been fun. Again, you could definitely leave it just like it is, but I like to sew together these little edges here where I switch fabric and whatnot, like right there. It just helps them not be so floppy, you know. You see how you could separate them like that? I don't know. I don't like that, but maybe you're cool with it. I just don't like it myself. It's just my thing. Yeah, I've just been using a zigzag stitch. And I just made it literally 1 point longer than normal. That's it. So it is a pretty small zigzag stitch. Here I switched lace. Make sure that these are together. They like to move. I don't know why, but they do. Just like to jump around. Like that one didn't actually sew. It did. It did kind of sew. Okay, and I didn't change the stitch to do this part either. Oh, I guess it didn't connect right here. We have a problem. It did not even connect. Oh my god. Okay. Just go back and fix that real quick. Just real quick. Okay. This one's got 2 joints here. Fix that. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find pretty ones, and I've been so selective lately because I have so many of them that unless they're really, really, really pretty, like and at a good price, I'll pass. That's just me. That's just me. But they are, you know what? It's because the pretty ones get snatched up and they get sold on eBay. I noticed. eBay loves vintage bed sheets. I didn't know. Until I'm like, do people buy these? Like, why can't I find pretty ones? Like, who's buying up all these bed sheets? Because, you know, once you like something, everybody starts to love it too. Okay. I am almost done here. This one kind of got out of control a little bit, so I'm trying to get it back in control. Get it back in formation here. Bye, Sandra. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Just like that is so pretty. Okay. Okay, again, this part is really extra, and you definitely don't have to do this, but I just don't like them to be all floppy. Just the fabrics, I'd rather them be, you know, level with each other. And very, very, very well put together here, like this. So that way it really is more of a ribbon. You see? That is good. Okay, that's it. That is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's project. Look at all I got done. I'd say that's a lot to get done in an hour. I'd say this is a good over 3 yards. I'd say it's over 3 yards. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's project. I hope you guys come back to see what I do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do. I always find out like 10 minutes before I go live. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you to Sandra. Thank you to River City. Thank you to Patricia. Thank you, Laura. Pink Rose is here. Thank you so much to lovely Malia. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be doing something else that's crafty and junk journal related. Peace out, you guys. Bye.